We started 3 years ago trying to promote biodiversity, and especially in our aggregates business. We have had several pilot projects. We have, for example, we had a problem with moor frogs. We had problems in getting permits for aggregate extraction. So we built them new ponds nearby. We thought that after 1 year they would move there, and we were very disappointed because after 1 year nothing happened. But the next year, which is this year, they really moved.
Very good.
And so that shows that compensation works.
Do you think that Finnish companies other than Rudus, who is a forerunner, would be ready to try out biodiversity compensation or biodiversity offsets?
Certainly. I believe that in some industry areas or branches that is very likely, and I think that those industries which work in the nature.
If we were going to do this compensation so that we start to pile up the compensation, the compensating companies and gather also the landowners who could produce the compensations, what would the companies expect from such a habitat bank?
So I think there's two kind of companies that are interested. First, the customers of those habitat banks, but also I believe that companies can be interested in that business, habitat banking business. And I believe that the habitat bank should be started their business already several years before, so that they have really promoted threatened species in their territory. I think that needs a lot of work before we really can have habitat banking system, because I'm quite sure it needs legislation, there must be rules and guidelines, and there must be trading mechanisms. I think that piloting is the first step, and we need to do fast a lot of piloting so that we gain experiences, and then we can plan the system. Companies must come along and the politicians must come along. So there's only very few politicians in our parliament that ever even mention biodiversity. And so absolutely they have to start talking about it and doing something about it.